time to discuss transfers once again. Everything is shaping up for what is going to be an exciting next season. But first off, let's face the summer transfer window and talk about what clubs are doing in terms of their business. And starting off with you, Victor, let's talk about Spurs and the fact that they have appointed Thomas Frank as their new manager. But now Thomas Frank is trying to do something, very outlandish by signing Brian Mbeumo and Wissa, from his former side. And both players are actually interested in the idea because they will get European football and they will be playing with a manager who understands them a lot. How big of a move would that be if Spurs can pull it off?
Yeah, it's definitely a huge move, and it's I think it would be good for Spurs actually, because if you look at their attacking players at the moment, it doesn't seem like there's a huge amount of quality there. Okay, you've got Solanke, you've got Richarlison, Wissa's better than both of them put together, I think. They, as we're recording this, it was literally just announced that they completed the signing of Matistel on a permanent basis now. Um, so those two with Tell, Son is still there. I think, of course, because Thomas Frank is there, they Mbeumo and Wissa will probably play every game or almost every game. But I think it would be a good move for Spurs if they can somehow try to keep the prices down a little bit, because I can expect Thomas Frank trying to do a big favor to Brentford and try to get as much money for them as possible.
Yeah, that's the thing with signing both of them. I think Brentford will not want to lose them for cheap. It's going to take a ridiculous amount of money, especially for Wisa. I think Mbeumo has set his mind on leaving, but for someone who has not done that, I think Tottenham must be ready to pay, on the steep end. But anyways, moving forward from Spurs, let's move on to the champions, Liverpool. And this is not about a player coming in, but it's about a player going out. Atletico Madrid are strongly interested in Robertson, and reports are also saying Robertson is keen on joining the Spanish Giants. Max, in your opinion, should Liverpool let him go?
Yeah, we all saw what happened to Trent. He had 1 year of contract and he didn't resign it and then just left for free. And especially when you're not so young as Robertson do, you probably think about doing that, especially when you don't have a lot of play time. And I feel like he fits Atletico a bit less than Liverpool, but overall Atletico is a good team. They have problems with left backs, and I'd say he can play at least 2 or 3 seasons at Atletico, while at Liverpool it feels like he's not gonna be starting next season, so probably I would consider this move.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And moving forward and over to Manchester, Victor. Manchester United are reportedly in talks with Emi Martinez, with reports that Andre Onana is expected or could be leaving the club this summer. In your opinion, do you think Martinez is the kind of goalkeeper United need right now? Right now, and would he be an upgrade on Onana?
So I was actually looking at their numbers compared Martinez and Onana for this past season, and they are so similar. They have conceded very similar amount of goals. Their save percentage, if you look at the save percentage, yes, Martinez has a higher one, but it's 69% versus 68.9%. And if you look at clean sheet percentage, actually Onana is at 26.5, Martinez only at 21. I'm not saying it would not be an upgrade, but I think it's more about the eye test here. Onana is definitely not at Manchester United level. If you look at the goalkeepers that have graced Old Trafford in the past, whether Schmeichel or De Gea, it's definitely a big downgrade. But I also feel like Martinez isn't a huge upgrade over Onana either. So I think they should be looking at someone with more with more of a future, a bit younger, I think. Even though we're talking about goalies, but a bit younger is always good. And more importantly, someone who is as close to world class as possible.
Well, they would find younger goalkeepers, a lot of them, but close to world class. If they were looking for that, they should have signed Garcia before he went to Barca, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah,
moving on, and Max over to Manchester United again. But now Gyökeres has turned down Manchester United. Consequences, like I said, and the reason he turned down Manchester United is because they do not have European football to offer him, and he's favoring a move to Arsenal instead. But the problem here is that Arsenal are undecided because they are still in talks with both Shesko and Gyökeres. While Arsenal continue to, beat around the bush for no damn reason, do you think this could be a chance for a side like Liverpool to swoop in and sign Gyökeres, saying that Liverpool would obviously need a 9-2 this summer?
I mean, if you're Arsenal and you have an option to sign Gyökeres, you shouldn't even consider Sheshko, at the moment at least. And if Liverpool has the chance, when Arsenal are thinking about Sheshko, they also should pick him up as fast as possible, because I feel like he's the best striker at the moment in the market. So any team, any league, I guess, wants him. So if you have at least a chance to sign him, you definitely do it.
Yeah, fair point. And Victor, we're going back to Liverpool. The Reds are looking to complete a signing for Kerkers over the next couple days. If Liverpool make this official and get it done, of a signing would this be?
oh Lord, it better be good, okay? Especially with Robertson leaving, it better be good. Um, I I think a lot of people are seeing this as like a world class player coming in, ready made replacement and solver of all problems on the left flank. I beg to differ. First of all, he's young. With youth comes inconsistency. Sure, you get the enthusiasm, you get the hunger, you get the energy, but at the same time, we need to keep in mind that one outstanding game and two anonymous ones sometimes, and this might happen to Kerkez as well. Um, as far as replacing Robertson, it's it's extremely tough. Okay, Robertson's one of the most important players that Liverpool have had over the last decade, and I don't think anybody could come in and straight away make Robertson forgotten. Um, but I do have hopes for Kerkez. I do have hopes for the lad, and I hope it turns out well. As a Liverpool fan, I obviously have a vested interest. I
Yeah,
just
fair enough.
don't. I just don't think people should be seeing this as it's going to fix everything. Do
Yeah,
remember that Diaz might be leaving as well, so that whole left flank might be up for change this summer.
yeah, fair point. And still on Liverpool and on the final note, just a bonus question, Victor. What is your stance on Trent Alexander-Arnold speaking fluent Spanish during his unveiling for Real Madrid? Many Liverpool fans are calling him a snake and a betrayal because he must have been learning Spanish for at least 2 years to be that fluent. What do you think about that?
Oh man, I actually had a short video about this, I don't know, 2 days ago or something, where I said it feels like your girlfriend breaks up with you the day before and today she's in a 4 month relationship, right? It's really tough. It's really tough. I cannot hate the lad. The level of success that he contributed to for Liverpool, it's been the highest and the best Liverpool team in literally decades, and I still cannot hate him. Do I feel a bit betrayed? Absolutely. Do I feel like he should absolutely break his legs and end his career? No, not by a long shot. Players move, and that's the reality today. You don't get as many uh, one club players as you used to back in the day, whether it was Totti or Gerrard
Yeah.
uh, or Maldini or so. So it's just part and parcel of football today. But yeah, it does sting a little bit knowing that instead of properly celebrating certain successes, he was on Duolingo. So it is what it is.
Yeah, fair enough. And for they used him to
I
boost
know.
their services as well. Anyways, the transfer window is eating up, and also the Club World Cup has officially started. On a boring note, but of course, when the Premier League clubs, start, playing their games, we'll be sure to, highlight all the best talking points, if any, because myself and Victor do not expect fireworks from this competition. So, if any, but till then, we remain dedicated to all the latest transfer news happening from across the globe.